Chapter 4. You'll laugh. You'll be finding it pleasure in a toothache next. And why not? There's pleasure in a toothache too, I'll answer. I had a toothache for a whole month. I know. In such situations, of course, people don't nurse their anger silently. They moan out loud. They moan aloud. But these are not frank, straightforward moans. There is a kind of cunning malice in them, and that's the whole point. Those very moans express the sufferer's delectation. And if he did not enjoy his moans, he wouldn't be moaning. This is a good example, gentlemen, and I'll develop it further. These moans express, to begin with, your awareness of the whole humiliating purposelessness of your pain, your recognition of the whole array of natural laws which you, of course, don't give a hoot about, but which nevertheless make you suffer, while nature itself doesn't feel a thing. They express your realization that there is no enemy to blame, yet there is pain, that despite all the Wagenheims, you are in total slavery to your teeth, that someone need only wish your toothache to stop, and it will stop, and if he doesn't wish it, the ache will go on for another 3 months, and finally, that if you still refuse to submit and go on protesting, all you can do for consolidation is to give your own self a whipping or bang your fists as painfully as you can against your wall, and absolutely nothing else. Well, then, it is these very insults, this mockery by heaven knows whom, that finally lead to a kind of pleasure which may reach the utmost heights of voluptuousness. I ask you, gentlemen, listen carefully sometimes to the moans of an educated 19th century man who suffers from toothache. Say, on the second or third day, when he begins to moan quite differently from the first. That is, simply because his teeth ache. Not like some crude peasant, but like a man who has been touched by progress and European culture, a man who has divorced himself from the soil and from the popular elements, as people say nowadays. His moans acquire a kind of nastiness. They become mean and malice, and continue day and night. And yet he himself knows that his moans won't do him any good at all. He knows better than anyone else that he is merely lacerating and irritating both himself and others to no good purpose. He knows that even the audience, for whose benefit he is exerting himself, and his whole family are sick to death of listening to him, that they no longer believe him and know that he could moan quite differently, more simply, without all those flourishes and trills, and that he's merely indulging himself out of spite and meanness. Well, the voluptuousness lies precisely in these realizations, all this ignominy, as if to say, I am disturbing you, I am lacerating your hearts. I don't let anybody in the house sleep. Well, then, don't sleep. I want you also to feel every moment that my teeth ache. Now, I'm no longer the hero I tried to make you think I was at first, but simply a contemptible wretch, a scoundrel. All right, then. I'm delighted that you see through me. It sickens you to listen to my vile moans? Good. Let it sicken you. Just wait. I'll treat you to an even nastier flourish. You still don't understand, gentlemen? No. It is evidently necessary to attain profounder development and deeper consciousness to understand all the complexities of this voluptuous pleasure. You're laughing? I'm delighted. My jokes, gentlemen, are certainly in bad taste. They are awkward, stumbling, full of self-distrust. But that, of course, is because I don't respect myself. Can a man of a conscious intelligence have any self-respect to speak of?